Hey, how's it going, everybody? ScottDogGaming here. Thank you very much for joining us. As you can see, we're back. We're playing some more of the Forgotten City. And we're about to find out what happened the last time someone tried to escape.
Of course, the first question any of us asks when we first arrive is, how do I escape? It is only natural after all. And scaling the chasm wall is out of the question, for it is simply too steep and too far. But as they say, if the wind fails, use the oars. And here the second option is to leave the way we came in, through the shaft above the bathhouse. See, the shaft is quite high, but if one gathered up enough wood, one could make a series of ladders and climb one's way out.
Why hasn't anyone done that yet?
I have. I am getting to that.
Okay.
There was an attempt made by resourceful fellows who lived here some years ago. They even decided to keep records of their escape attempt for posterity. Unfortunately, as soon as they began to carry the first ladder down the hallway, they heard a godlike voice shake the entire city, and that, tragically, is where their tale ends. So it seems that to merely attempt escape is to invite the wrath of whichever god oversees this place, and so I say it is best to not even discuss it aloud.
Okay. What do you think of the golden rule?
Ah, yes. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. As a Greek, this is nothing new to me. It is how our gods operate.
Why do you say that?
Have you not heard the tale of the god Hades? He was the first to learn this dreadful lesson when he abducted Persephone and imprisoned her in the underworld. When Demeter, the mother of Persephone, learned of this, she did not punish Hades, the guilty one. Instead, she changed the climate of Earth so that it became hot and dry. Nothing grew. The grain turned to empty husks and the rivers dried up. Innocent people died by the tens of thousands until at last the other gods were forced to act, lest they have no worshippers left. So yes, we know this rule. This has always been the case. The golden rule has merely brought it into focus.
Okay, what can we do about it?
If we are to survive, I say we must each keep the simple wisdom of Thales of Miletus, first of the 7 sages of Greece, who said, avoid doing what you would blame others for doing.
I mean, that does sound simple enough.
Doesn't it? But it is not enough for us to do this alone. For even if 99% of us adopt this principle, that will never be enough. Sadly, no matter how well we protect ourselves, the life's work of many good people can be undone in the blink of an eye by a single selfish act.
I know, I've seen it happen.
Ah, the voice of experience. I am sorry for your loss, my friend. But on a lighter note, I will say one thing for the golden rule. For all their grim and haunting poses, these golden statues do make magnificent models for my clothes.
Oh, I see. That's why he was wearing the robe. Okay, who are you going to vote for?
My friend, is quite the dilemma. But after some reflection, I'm leaning toward voting for Malone. I do not enjoy the thought of another visit from Domitius if I voted the wrong way.
Anything I can do to change that?
Nothing comes to my mind, my friend. I hope that our paths cross again soon, my friend. This part of my shop is off limits, even for you, my sartorial friend.
Okay, I apologize. Okay, so we could steal it, but we know what'll happen if we steal it. Okay, I wonder if you keep the things you steal. Let's open up our... straight as an arrow, attain a bow. Okay, let's just... I guess we just keep wandering around and see who we meet, right? Is there anyone in here?
Sometimes I stare at the great temple on the bluff, and I think, whatever is in there, it has to be important. Ah, a new face. Salve, and welcome to a little community. My name's impossible to pronounce for most people, So you can just call me Virgil. You arrived on a sad day, friend. What with Julia's death. I wish we could have met under better circumstances.
What is your story?
Well, I'm an architect. Or at least I was back in Rome. That's probably too grandiose a term to describe what I do here. Help out with repairs and try to stop old buildings from collapsing on people. That kind of thing. But you probably don't want to hear about the ingenious architecture or mysterious history of this place.
Tell me about the city's history.
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Some of these shrines were constructed hundreds of years ago, which means Romans have been arriving here for at least that long. But there's one thing that puzzles me. The oldest shrine in this avenue isn't Roman at all. It's Greek.
Isn't that common for Romans to copy Greek?
Well, yes, that could be the reason. Or it could mean that there were Greeks living and worshipping here before the Romans arrived. Which begs the interesting question, who really built this place? And could it be far older than any of us imagine? If only there was a way we could talk to the people who came here before us. The stories they could tell.
Are you German? Okay.
Gladly. Personally, my favorite thing about this place is the aqueducts. Those series of adjoining arches. They're an ingenious feat of Roman engineering with a very practical purpose. They take fresh water coming from outside the city and distribute it all across the chasm. It's funneled below the palace and into a cistern beneath the great temple. Some of it flows down into another cistern beneath the villas, and the rest is funneled to the shrine of Proserpina, where it fills the lake and allows us to fish and farm.
If we bring water into the city, we could use them to escape.
Not so loud.
Sorry.
Just talking about that could anger the gods for all we know. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you'd have to find a way inside somehow. Just, please, try to be a bit more discreet about it.
No one seems to be too worried about wanting to leave.
You mean the Great Temple? This one's a bit of a mystery. Given the way it's positioned so prominently, looking down on us, it's clear that whoever built it felt it was the most important temple in the city. Unfortunately, someone else went out of their way to keep its purpose a mystery. You see, usually a temple is dedicated to a particular god, like Proserpina or Diana or Apollo. Usually, that god is obvious. But in this case, it's unknown. There's an obelisk out the front, which probably used to bear the name of this unknown god. But it appears some barbarian defaced it. And of course we can't get inside because it's locked up tighter than the Temple of Saturn in Rome. And that contains the treasury. So we're all left wondering, which god is that temple dedicated to? And could it be the one responsible for the Golden Rule? Unless somebody figures out a way inside, I suppose we'll never know.
Let's talk about something else. What do you think about the Golden Rule?
Some people say it's divine, the work of a god, but I'm not so sure. It just seems so flawed to me. Like it's distinctly human. I mean, once you've been here long enough, you'll notice people doing things that just seem so wrong to you. But this so-called god doesn't seem to care, which means one of two things. Either you don't know the difference between right and wrong, or this unknown god doesn't. And I'm pretty sure I know the difference. Do you?
Well, I'd like to think so.
Good. Then I hope you'll agree that there are only two ways of dealing with unfair rulers. The first is to leave. The second is to remove the ruler from power. And it seems leaving may not be an option.
How do you remove a god from power?
Question. It's best if I say no more, but I hope you'll give it some thought.
I noticed the graffiti. I didn't. Why does someone think you're a sinner?
Look, I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. Somebody just has a problem with my preference for male company.
You like men?
Hey, nothing gets by you, huh? Sorry, that was mean. Yes, I like men. And when you grow up in the north, as I did, in the city of Noviomagus, you expect a bit of hostility. The Batavi are not known for their tolerance. I saw enough friends killed or driven away to know the cost of not keeping your personal affairs to yourself. So I hid who I was for, what was it, nearly 10 years? Watching what I said and where I looked. But that kind of fear eats away at you slowly, until living isn't any better than the thing you were afraid of. Needless to say, since I'm now living underground, halfway across the known world, with an assumed name, my openness didn't go down well among the enlightened folk of the Batavi.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Nice of you to say, but not necessary. In any case, the Romans are far more accepting, and among them, I get to be who I am. Or at least, I thought that was the case. It seems I was wrong.
Do you know whose writing it is?
It's not just graffiti. I have quite a collection of handwritten notes too. The strange thing is, I keep my personal affairs to myself. I've never really been interested in any of the men here. Not my type. So I'm not sure what I could have done to upset this person. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably one of those cultists.
Cultists?
Strange bunch. They insist there's only one god, and that he considers my nature a sin. Can you believe that? If there are any of them here, they won't admit it. Not since they supposedly burnt down half of Rome last year and went into hiding. All I know is, if these threats keep escalating, eventually my secret admirer is going to cross a line and break the golden rule.
Let me look into it for you.
What? Really? I didn't expect that. But thanks. It's always a pleasure to meet someone so selfless. I'm glad you arrived when you did. I'd start by figuring out who the cultists are. Or maybe ask around among the merchants here. Someone who lives or works in the forum must have seen something. But if you find them, please don't hurt or humiliate them. I suspect they're just confused.
Also, he's not selfless. I'm trying to find a way out of here. I'll see what I can do. Who are you going to vote for?
Well, Malleolus is talking about loosening some of the restrictions in this place. And while it's all a bit vague, at least he has a vision.
Anything I can do to change that?
My vote isn't for sale, if that's what you're asking.
That wasn't what I was
Nice to
asking.
talk to
But
you.
I was just going to have a conversation about it, but no one seems to want to talk. I'm stuck. Okay, I was standing in a box.
This area is private. Please leave.
That graffiti, is that what you're talking about? Or is there actually graffiti on the wall? Interesting, okay. If I come over and speak to you again. Oh, you're over here now.
How'd you do?
Do you know anything about the...
Back again, I see.
Yeah. Any idea who's threatening Virgil?
I don't, I'm afraid. But I did overhear Fabia telling Georgius she saw something. She was headed to the baths not long ago.
Who are you going to vote for?
Malleolus. I mean, Sentius couldn't even keep his daughter safe. What hope does he have of protecting us?
I'd like you to vote for Sentius.
Not going to happen.
Okay.
Very well. Another time.
Okay. You.
Greetings and salutations.
What do you know about the...
Sartorial friend. What is on your mind?
what do you know about the Virgil situation?
This is troubling, is it not? I am afraid I have no idea. It is ridiculous, though. Virgil is a fine man. But my young friend Fabia confided in me that she saw someone leaving graffiti on his shop front last night. Perhaps you should ask her about it.
I will.
I hope that our paths cross again soon, my friend.
I'm sure they will. Where's the old... Where's the baths? Up here, maybe? He listens with their ears. Well, I mean, that seems like an appropriate way to do it.
Help.
Oh, hello.
You have to do something.
What's wrong?
A man arrived in the baths. A real nasty sort, with his face all covered up. And he's got a weapon. You have to do something, or he's going to break the golden rule.
Okay. I'll get right on it.
Thank you. He's still in there, somewhere. I have to hide. Find me in this empty shrine when it's over.
No. Did you hear that?
Hear what? What? We don't have time for this. I have to go.
Okay, we're going there.
Shrine is collapsing.
Holy crap.
Fabia, no! Oh God, she's dead! Did anyone see that? The whole shrine just collapsed on her! Oh Fabia, why did you have to go in there? Poor sweet girl!
Have I now got a loaf of bread? Nice.
I can't believe she is dead. Fabia, I mean. She walked into that empty shrine, and the next moment she is lying dead under a pile of rubble.
Yeah, I saw
The
that.
gods are cruel and unjust. She was like a daughter to me. I'm sorry, friend. It's not right for me to lay my burden upon you.
So I've got a lovely loaf of bread from it. Okay. You speak with their tongues? Well, these vase looks rubbish. It's got a hole in. This temple is dedicated. Perhaps a local Greek resident knows more about her. Okay. This seems a bit dodgy. Oh. We are loading. Do you reckon this is where the cultists hang out? What the hell are we doing down here?
visitor.
Hi.
Welcome, welcome. May I ask your name?
You certainly can.
It's a sincere pleasure to meet you. Tell me, what brings you all the way down here?
I ask the questions here. What's your story?
Then perhaps the fates brought you here to learn the secrets of this place. I will tell you everything I know, but first, a request. I have been living down here alone for many years, with nobody to talk to but myself. The one thing I long for above all else before I die is a good philosophical
Ooh,
argument
well,
with
this is not good.
I'm hoping that person is you.
Hmm.
Let us find out with this simple question. Have you deduced the name of the god responsible for the Golden Rule?
Not yet.
You have much to learn. It's best if you figure it out on your own. Come back once you've made progress.
I'd really like you to tell me.
You should speak with your contemporaries in the city above. Ask them about their stories and see if you detect a pattern of some sort. It is best if you come to this realization for yourself. You would never believe me if I told you.
Is there like a goddess of water or rivers or something else?
Ah, you've returned.
No, I haven't. I haven't returned. How do I get down there?
Ah, you've
No, I
returned.
haven't. I haven't returned. Okay, I mean, we kind of knew that was going to be locked, didn't we, really? Okay. Ah, you've returned. Good. Is this like way back down? Hold on a sec. Okay. Ah, you've returned. Let's get back out of here. So we need to deduce the name of the god. I don't know much about Roman gods. Know even less about Greek gods, which I'm now suspecting it may well have been. Did whatever his name tell us about the god? The Greek fella, did he tell us about the name of the god? I wonder. Okay, well, let's go in the baths, because they said that there was a person with a gun in there. Not a gun, a weapon.
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is?
No. I don't know a Quintius.
I'm not sure I believe that, so allow me to explain something to you. I am here with orders from Emperor Nero himself to find and execute the cultist Quinctius for terrible crimes against the Empire. So, if you tell me the truth, I will allow you to live. But if you lie to me or otherwise obstruct the Emperor's business in any way, I will put this arrow through your chest. Is that understood?
Yeah, crystal clear.
Thank you. Now tell me, who are you people, and what is this place?
I'm not really the person to ask for that. Small community of strangers who wound up here by accident.
A small community. I was told Quinctius was a cultist, but I never thought he'd be foolish enough to lead me right to the heart of his mystery cult.
You've got the wrong idea. We're not
You
cultists.
say that, but if you're not a cult, then why go to such great lengths to keep this place a secret?
We're all trapped here.
So you admit you're not allowed to leave.
Oh god, that does sound like a cult. We physically can't leave. There's no way out.
Threatening me is not going to help you.
Oh, come on,
In
mate.
any case, that sounds an awful lot like a cult to me. And I saw the inscription saying, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." I take it this is some kind of mantra you all believe?
It's not a mantra, it's a warning.
A distinction without a difference.
Oh god.
You've clearly been indoctrinated.
I
into
haven't.
this nonsense.
Don't shoot me.
Now tell me, where did you lot get enough gold to make all these statues?
There were once people that turned to gold as a
You
punishment.
lot are practicing
Oh,
human
God.
sacrifice too.
Oh,
You
come
really
on.
disgust me.
You're distorting what I said.
Yes, because I'm the real villain here. It's all clear to me now. The secret sanctuary, the indoctrination, the mantra, the human sacrifice.
Oh,
You
God.
cultists. There's no doubt in my mind. What baffles me is how a person can believe in something with such zeal. They just can't see what they've become. However, you still have a chance to redeem yourself by telling me where Quintius is. Do not waste it.
What can you tell me about him?
Very well. Here's what I know.
He's the man
He's a
downstairs,
40 to
right?
50-year-old man with distinctive eyes, one green.
I didn't
and
look at
one
his
blue.
eyes.
He's also known to have delusions of grandeur. The Emperor says he and his cult, your cult, are responsible for starting the fire which burnt half of Rome to the ground and killed thousands in the process.
How do you know he set the fire Rome?
All I know, all I care about, is that the Emperor believes he is guilty and wants him
Sounds
dead.
like you're in a cult.
Details are not my concern. This is your last chance. Are you going to tell me where he is or not?
I have no idea where or who he is.
Then you're of no use to me. Do you have any last words?
You have no idea what you're in for. For the last time, I'm not a cultist.
That's exactly what
No,
a
it
cultist
isn't.
would say. Now it's my turn to tell you something. Once I'm done with you and Quintius, I intend to kill every last one of you wretched degenerates.
We kind of figured that
And
out.
I can think of nothing I'd enjoy more.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Okay. Just go run away. Oh god. Oh god. What happened to you? I mean, this could have gone better, right? Is that an arrow that literally landed right beside me? Ow! I was shot right in the bum. Okay, that could have gone better, right? But we learned a little bit about things. Oh my god, I'm injured. We learned a little bit about stuff and things.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are and why you look like you've just taken on a gladiator and lost?
I'm Scott. We've had this conversation before.
I don't think so.
No, we definitely have.
Never seen you before in my life. Oh, Bacchus, how much did I drink last night? Sorry to have bothered you.
No problem.
Of course. What did you want to know?
What's your story?
Well, it's a long one and kind of sad, but I don't mind telling it.
Fire away.
I'm a farmer. Always have been. I grew up in a small village in Britannia, Camulodunum. with my parents and 2 little sisters. Lovely part of the world. One day, when I was about 20, my father and I were in the top paddock, loading our cart, when some Roman legionaries came along, demanding produce for their men. My father told me to run into the house for his axe, and so I did. He sprinted so fast I almost threw up, but by the time I got back, he was bleeding out on the ground, and our cart was empty. That was my first encounter with the legions. My mother died of a broken heart soon after, and things went downhill from there. I took over the farmstead, but I was young, and it was a struggle. More raiding started before too long. We'd come outside in the morning to find animals missing, our stores pillaged. These legion thugs just took whatever they wanted. One night, when my sisters and I had nothing left to steal, there was a knock at the door. I knew who they were, and what they wanted. I got my father's old axe, pulled the door open real quick, and before that soldier knew it, split his face right down the middle. But there were more of them. I never saw how many, because the next thing I knew, I was waking up with a mouth full of dirt and lungs full of smoke. My home was reduced to ash. My sisters, dead. And they left me alive to see what they'd done. Still burns whenever I think about it.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, well, I wasn't the only one this happened to. It wasn't long before Boudica led thousands of Britons in a rebellion against the Romans. Unfortunately, there were just too many of them. And those of us who survived, they enslaved. So, then I found myself being transported all the way to Rome to be sold to the highest bidder. I spent a few years working for my new master, learning the Romans' ways, Romanized my name and everything. Tried to escape a couple of times, but they always found me, and I'd just end up right back where I was. I'd probably still be there too, if it wasn't for the stampedes breaking out. You see, about 7 months ago, an enormous fire broke out in Rome. Everybody was running down toward the river, screaming and shouting. I'd never seen anything like it. Human beings acting like cattle. I got swept up with them somehow, and the rest is a blur. The next thing I knew, some stranger was dragging me out of a river. Stumbled across this place and started my life over again.
I wish we could ask about the stranger.
That's what I thought too, for a while. But it seems the gods aren't done tormenting me yet. See, I finally had my own farm again, safe from the grasping hands of the Romans. Or so I thought. Until Sentius the Decurion demanded I hand over all my produce. It's for the good of us all, he says. Only he takes the best bits for himself, of course. He even told me if I refuse his demands, I'll break the golden rule. I'm not sure I believe him, but then, what if he's right?
He's interesting.
So, it turns out our dear old magistrate is no better than the legion thugs who took everything from me. I'm right back where I began. But don't you worry, Nemesis is waiting. And he'll get his, one day. He'll get his. Forget I said that last part, will you? I get carried away sometimes.
Sure.
Thanks, friend. I knew I liked you.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
Do you know a way out of here?
As much as I'd love to get out of here, the harvest's always more fruitful in another man's field, isn't it? But Scintilla, Sentius's daughter, went missing a few weeks back. Could be she found a way out. If anyone knows for sure, it'll be her sister, Sentia. But she'd never tell the likes of me.
What do you think about the golden rule?
Oh, I don't give it much thought these days. I mean, everybody here's got their own view about what we need to do to survive. But I say, let's spend less time arguing about what it means to be good and just get on with it, you know?
What do you think about the election?
I can't see how I could vote for either candidate. I don't like Sentius much, but Malleolus is almost as bad. Even I could do a better job. Me, a farmer. And I've never given a speech or put on a toga in my life.
I'll be going now.
Right.
I'm going to see if I can get this flower for you. Which the answer is I can't. But we'll try. Let's have a think about this. So I think we just have to do it early. Too early. Ah. I can't take the apple. Okay. I take it I've still got my inventory. Yeah, okay, good. She will guide you. Who's she? So, interestingly, this voice said no to us when that woman asked us to meet her in the temple, right? After confronting the man with the bow. So we need to try and solve some of these things before we go back. May the gods be kinder to you than they were to us, stranger. Okay. Possibly the last bottle of wine in this city. What the hell? So that's the way I came down. There's another way up there. The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or blood. This place is called Accursed. Here, Titius offers his innards to be torn stretched out over 9 fields. You, Tantalus, cannot catch the drops of water you see. And the tree you grasp at eludes you. Sisyphus attack on or pursue the stone that always returns. Ixion turns and follows after himself and flees, and the 49 belides who dared the plot of destruction of their cousins. The husbands fetch again with incessant labour the water they have lost. What the heck? Livia was Livia on this? Hairdresser. Okay, so she's the one who's gone a bit mad, right? Okay. I'm looking for you. There's some arrows here. But no bow. Might be climbable if only they could support my weight. Alright. That fellow was right when he called me a fattiest, whatever he said. Right. I think we're going to wrap up here. I'll head back out through here. Did I miss anything? Let's just run back down this way. And run up this way. This is where these two were fighting. I don't think there's anything else around here. So we'll jog on out of here. There was this way upstairs, right? Which I think is going to lead us to the... I don't know where this is, but... I thought this was going to lead us to the way up the top near... Oh, God. This This place is a maze. A wooden carving of a fish. Religious nature. Isn't that the symbol that like Christians used to use when they were meeting? Oh, I suppose I could have turned this one over, right? Oh, I did. Okay. Okay, this door's locked. Okay, let's just head up this way. This place. Yeah, as I say, I think... Oh my god. We're almost rich. I think we zip line back down. And then we zip line down here again. Try and get this flower. Still too early. God damn it. Okay. We wrap up here and then I guess we go and explore elsewhere. I might between episodes just zip line until we get that flower. But I think we'll also go to the tavern, which was back this way, right? There was the crazy lady who was here, but there's the tavern down here. So I'm going to run up and attempt to get this flower until we succeed, because it will take me forever, and then we'll see where we go from there. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, follow us on Twitter at ScottDogGaming. We'll see you again soon. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching ScottDogGaming. Don't forget to follow on Twitch and Twitter, and head over to YouTube for daily content. See you again soon.